There's my flight. I gotta say, I'm really excited that you guys are coming along with me. My first solo travel in Norway. Trondheim should be a pretty safe choice. Probably lots of things to do. I know one thing specifically that I'm very eager to see. The Nidarosdomen. Solo travel is quite a different experience, I would say. A bit more nervous, but also more curious. Potentially you're more open to new experiences. Here you have a fresh start. You can be anyone you want. You can be anyone you want. Landed. Took about an hour in the flight up. Way colder here in Trondheim. Okay, now I will have to get into city center. So you could take both train and bus. Okay, let's start experiencing the city. My first stop is supposed to be a place with a lot of cozy cafes because I'm a bit hungry. It's called Bakklandet. Looks like a 10-minute walk. First impression, chilly. At least minus 10 degrees. But nice, I like this street already. Love the buildings. Look here at the river with all the old tree buildings. Looks pretty amazing. This cafe looks really cozy. Hi. Lovely to get inside, warm my hands a bit with a nice little cappuccino. Now traveling alone, you don't have anyone to talk about your experience with, which can be a bit sad, but in the same time, when you don't put words on all your experiences, I think you experience it in another way. That's certainly one of the advantages of traveling alone, I think. Less words can sometimes mean stronger experiences. Okay, so for my first big activity, I'm gonna visit Nidarosdomen. A 1,000-year-old cathedral here in Trondheim. I've seen pictures of it and it looks majestic. Oh, it's just a 7-minute walk. I love these small cities. Okay, here it is. Look what's hiding behind the trees. It's almost unbelievable. 1,000 years old. Beauty is sometimes best described by not describing it. When you just take something in without labeling, without trying to define it, I think that's when beauty can really penetrate your soul. Woo! That's the front of the building. Look at all the statues. I'm not sure I'm very religious, but let's see when I walk out of here. Maybe my whole life is about to change. Beauty is sometimes best described by not describing it. Yes. Okay, moving on from the cathedral. My Norwegian girlfriend actually studied in this city, and she told me you have to visit my old university, also really majestic building. So that's where I'm heading now, and it's still walking distance, luckily. I have to walk fast because it's cold up here in Trondheim. And maybe one of the best part of solo traveling, you do not have to compromise. And I'm not a big fan of compromising. One of my less charming traits. There it is. And actually it's supposed to mirror the cathedral. Here we have University, Nidarosdomen. Wow, what a driveway. But it's way colder than I was prepared for. I also want a hallway like this. I think the best thing with having really majestic educational institutes like this is you get a sense of the value of education in society. It's important with education. So our next stop, I always like to get like a little view of the city I'm exploring. So I looked up some nice viewpoints. There's a fortress 20 minutes from here. I think I'm gonna walk still. Yeah, brace for cold. let's go. The best thing about walking between different attractions is that you get to see stuff along the way. Okay, so here we have the fortress. Pretty cool view. Norway in winter. Cold, but worth it. Think of all the people living here. Look at all the mist by the water and all the industry. Oh, I like cities. Look at what we built for ourselves. Humans. Quite a fascinating species. I want to get an even better view. And I think I see a place where I can get a real 360 panorama vision right there. Let's just walk over there, try to find the fastest way. That's nice with traveling solo. No compromises. Do whatever you want. Almost there. So this tower is called Tyholttornet. It's a 128-meter TV and radio tower. And with a nice little restaurant on top with a great view. You can see the view changing as we rotate. Too early for dinner for me, so I'm just gonna enjoy a little cup of red fruit tea before I continue my exploration. Okay. That was a nice little escapade, but now I'm heading back to city center to find a restaurant to have dinner. Osteria Moderna, there I see it. Awesome. It's quite the experience to sit and eat alone at a restaurant. It's not very common. Everything that makes you focus makes an experience better, I think. Being alone like this, no one to talk to except you, brings out the taste more, I think. You're not distracted by anyone. So, I recommend it. A bit boring, but a stronger taste experience, I'd say. Alright, now we're gonna head to our next destination. Hello! Thank you for dinner. So now we're actually gonna spend the night in a treetop cabin. So it's like a 30-minute drive, and we're gonna drive up north. Excited. Okay, you can't see much, but here we are. It's apparently 1 kilometer to go to the treetop cabin. I'm not sure what to expect. This looks pretty lovely. Cabin in the forest. It's a bit scary here in the forest, all alone in the dark. Managed to get a little fire going. It was a bit scary to get here, alone in the woods. So now I'm just gonna enjoy this fire for a while and then go to bed after a long day of solo exploring. I really enjoy exploring by myself. As I've told you, no compromises. That's pretty cool. The cabin is really sweet and cozy. I'll show you in the morning. Well, good morning there. Still a bit dark outside. Let's get some coffee in me. Definitely one of the coziest cabins I've slept in. I love the high bed with the big windows. Big fan of compact living. And we're in a treetop. Can you imagine? Okay, let's check it out from the outside too. The design, the coziness, the location, marvelous. A hanging bridge, how cool is that? I'm quite fond of solo traveling. The best thing is that you can be as spontaneous and flexible as you want. You get an increased sensitivity when you're alone. And this sensitivity can make you a bit nervous maybe or scared. But it can also make you perceive and experience more fully. You have to learn to be a good company to yourself. I'm curious to hear what your pros and cons of solo traveling are. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Goodbye.